What's the deal, world? It's my pleasure once again to welcome you back to BYC Gaming. You don't know what that stands for? It means bring your controller. We are here with the New York Mets franchise, episode number 8, the 4-3 Mets. Back on the field, looking to continue trending upwards. Had a rough game in the previous one, taking a loss to these here Reds. They shut us out. Today, the Mets looking to bounce back in a major way. Sorry about that. Give me 1 second.
The left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
All right, we're going to start this thing off with a strike right there. 0-1 count. Brandon Nimmo makes contact with the second pitch. It's going to be a grounder to first, and that's the first out here for Andrew Abbott. So sorry for that weird delay start right there as we get a peek at the Mets lineup here. Marte, Nimmo, Lindor going to start things off for us, and here comes Starling Marte into the box facing the left-hander Abbott here. Mets, as we said, coming off of a tough performance in the first game here in Cincinnati. We're shut out as the Reds rock their City Connect jerseys. That time we get a connection from Marte on a good part of the bat, but the timing's just a little bit off. It's going to fall right into the glove of Will Benson. We got 2 outs here in the top half of the first. So Lindor looking to keep this inning alive. 11th year for the multiple-time All-Star. 2 RBIs in his last 3 games. Nasty circle change swung on a miss there by Francisco Lindor. Now, I was getting ready to say, I wonder where Francisco Lindor ranks as far as Mets off-season acquisitions or trade acquisitions in all time. It's hard to say anybody is a bigger acquisition than guys like Gary Carter or Mike Piazza, but maybe Beltran's in there too. Got guys like Carlos Delgado. Right now we got a 3-2 count to Lindor. And Lindor's going to draw another walk there. Gets on base, keeping this inning alive. Coming up next is the Polar Bear, Pete Alonso. Pete gets good contact on this one. The center fielder right at the wall at the warning track, but it's going to stay in the park. Might have been a home run in some stadiums, but that'll be the 3rd out here in Cincinnati. The Reds due up in the bottom of the first.
Leading off for the Reds, the left fielder, TJ Friedel.
All right, so TJ Friedel going to start things off for the Reds. He gets a ball down low. Mets, if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to think about it. Maybe not in the Tiger series. No, we actually did lose the first game in the Tiger series. So okay, that's what it was. We won the first game against the Brewers. I was gonna say we lost the first game in the last 2 series. Lost game 1 against the Tigers, and then lost game 1 here against the Reds. Right now it's a 0-2 count to Friedel as he tried to bunt his way on base there. 1-2 count now. Fouls off the slider. Friedel been solid so far early on in the season, batting 240. Right there, the average will drop as he swings through a slurve. And Sean Manaea has his first strikeout of the day. Instead's Will Benson. He's going to swing and miss at a 93-mile-per-hour sinker. So I started to tell a little bit of a story about when I went to Mets Baseball Academy when I was a kid. It's Manaea now ahead, 0-2 in the count. I told a little story about some of the players I met. Today I'm going to talk about what we actually did. Like, I think I kind of left that out in the last episode. As Pete Alonso going to field this Will Benson pop foul. And it's going to be the second out here in the first as we get a peek at Cincinnati's lineup. But, yeah, man, we used to... I told you how we did drills with minor league players and some of the Mets and stuff like that. But, man, the scrimmages, even though at this time, I got better as time went on. I wasn't really that good as a hitter at the time. So I was striking out a lot. My confidence was down. But, man, in that field, man, you couldn't tell me nothing in the field, man. I'm making throws home from the outfield. They got me in the infield. I'm going to keep it a band with you, man. I just wish I was more confident when I was a kid. The best I think I played in my entire time in that Mets Baseball Academy was when they took us to a park somewhere. I think we were in Long Island or something like that. But they had us playing basically stickball, like how we used to do in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my goodness. You would think Matt McLean is playing stickball the way he sent that one into the bleachers. Second home run of the year from Matt. And now the Reds take an early 1-0 lead. I don't know why I thought someone was on base. Thankfully, that's just a solo shot. I was hoping it went foul, but Candelario and McLean celebrate as he sends one way out of here. Starting the Reds off good. I told you, this is like, I think this is happening every game now. Or am I tripping? Like, bro, we are giving up so many first inning runs. Like, it's legit becoming a problem now. As Manaea gets ahead on Candelario, 0-1 here. Candelario batting .308, one home run with 7 ribbies on the season. But I'll get back to my Baseball Academy story in a second. Just kind of in shock right now as we continue to give up early inning runs. Let's see, Manaea does a good job recovering there, striking out Candelario. But that is not before Mac McLean sends one into the bleachers and puts the Reds up 1-0 after 1.
Leading off for the Mets, the catcher, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
All right, here comes Alvarez. Takes one upstairs for strike 1. Alvarez has been very active, scoring 4 runs in his last 5 ball games. Gary Simmons will be the ump, calling the balls and the strikes. 1-1 count. That one touches a lot of the strike zone, but it's going to be called for ball 2. Alvarez late on that one, sends it into the pit with the camera crew. Count now even at 2 here. Ooh, good ball to drive right there. Alvarez puts good swing timing on it. Somehow it's foul. Either way, he's now got a full count. Jeff McNeil on deck, the lefty. 3-2 count from the lefty Abbott. Another good swing, bro. What is up with MLB this year? And good swing timing. Alvarez is retired. I'll calm down and tell y'all some more about that stickball game. But man, we went to the park in LI, Long Island, Strong Island, New York, and that was the best day hitting I had in the entire Mets camp. And that right there might be the best swing the Mets have put on the ball today, besides Pete Alonso's shot to center. McNeil now on base with the first hit of the game for the Amazons. So we get a look at the base hit there from the former batting champ. So as I was saying, though, like I said, I wasn't that confident as a hitter. Didn't really feel like I was that good of a hitter at all as Bader steps into the box and takes strike one. But, man, we went to that park. I felt like I was at home, man. I felt like I was in a concrete jungle. And that was the best day I had hitting, man. Baseball is a tough sport to play. I promise you that. But the Mets making it look easy in these last two at-bats. Bader now on base. Back-to-back singles here for the Metropolitans. Bader blooped that one in the shallow center. It falls in, and now the Mets threatening with lefty Brett Bader stepping into the box. McNeil on second. Ooh. I wanted to swing at that. Oh, wow. So I'll read it for the out. I can't see. Abbott has pulled up following that last play and is clutching the hamstring. An MRI will determine if it's a grade 1 or 2 tear, so Abbott could be out a few days or weeks. Either way, Abbott will need to be removed from this game.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Reds.
And look who it is.
Number 47, Frankie Montas.
So we lose the left-handed starter there. And now, as Abbott goes out, a guy that we're very familiar with, for those of you who have been with the channel since last season, Frankie Montas, former Yankee, comes into the game. He was the 5th starter for us in the New York Yankee franchise series. He's got a 1-1 count here, and he's got 2 on. Ooh. Nearly gave come on, come on, wow. Favorable call there for Montas. 1-2 count here. That splitter is low. How do you call that a strike? Beatty fouls off the splitter there, sends it into the bleachers. 2-2 count remains. 2 men on, 1 man out. Montas with the pitch. That one's going to be high. We're going to have a full count here on the way. Tyrone Taylor on deck. He is today's DH. The runners go. Beatty pops it up to center. Runner's going to have to turn back around as Friedel makes the catch. And the Mets now have 2 outs against them. So Taylor stepping in, former Milwaukee Brewer, as yet again we get another good swing timing on that last one. We got another arm in the Cincinnati bullpen going. Whew. Some gas there for Montas on the outside part of the plate. Montas must have been in a game recently. Doesn't have full energy here. Hopefully that plays in our favor. It doesn't look that way with that nasty splitter. We're in the second inning here. We're in the second inning here. So let's step out the box real quick. We're in the second inning. 1-zip game for the Reds. 1-2 count. 2 outs, 2 on. And you can now call it an even count. Montas with the pitch here. Ooh, nasty splitter. Gets Tyrone Taylor swinging. Montas comes in the game after Abbott gets injured, and he does a good job setting down the 2 batters he faced. Reds still remain ahead as they get out of a big situation.
Leading off for the Reds, the first baseman, Spencer Steer.
Spencer Steer now steps in. Former Twin. Down 0-1 in the count here.
Yep, that ball went out.
Manaya misses with the fastball. That one fouled off. 1-2 count now. Manaya gets him to chase. He hits it to McNeil at second. And that'll be the first out. As you see, Corbin Burns fires 7 innings of 2-hit ball. And the Orioles beat the Pirates. Tigers, after losing to the Athletics in the previous game, come back and get the win. Lang picking up his second save on the year. As Tyler Stevenson now stepping in. He swings through a pitch and misses. This time he's looking at a sinker. And now Manaya quickly ahead here, 0-2. Ooh, good pitch there. Manaya looking comfortable here in the second inning. He's now got 2 gone. Third strikeout of the game for the Mets starter. Let's take another look at that slurve. Did it bounce? I think it did. Yeah, it did bounce off the ground. Thus the throw. Jonathan India stepping in here.
Ball, that's off the plate.
India having himself a good year. 3 home runs, 9 ribbies on the season so far.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Manaya misses with that one. It's going to be on the outside. Comes back with a sinker. 2-1 count here. Whew. Nasty slurve. They can't do anything with that slurve right now. 2-2 count. Let's see what Manaya comes with. Whew. Fastball upstairs, and Manaya got his confidence back. He breezes through the Reds lineup in the second inning. Lastly, setting down India on strikes. Mets due up in the bottom of the third. Excuse me, top half of the third.
Leading off for the Mets, the left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
All right, so we have had some base runners in this game. 3 left on base, 2 hits. Top of the lineup. Due back up here. Frankie Montas back on the mound going to work.
Ball 1.
1-1 count to Brandon Nimmo. Nimmo tries to slice that one the other way. It's going to be foul. 1-2 count. That shade definitely starting to become a thing. I'm almost losing the ball sometimes there. Shade right at the pitcher's mound. Ooh, tough one to lay off there. 2-2 count.
2 strikes. Count is 3-2.
Make that a 3-2 count. Nimmo working this count full. Payoff pitch on the way from Montas. Ooh. Was getting ready to lay off that one, but it was very close to the zone. 3-2 count. All right, this one slapped to deep right center. And the center fielder going to get on that one. Good contact by Nimmo, but that'll be the first out here in the third. Here's Starlin Marte. 0 for 1 on the day so far. Try to take that one the other way. Instead, it'll go right into the glove of the first baseman. We got 2 outs now. Here's Lindor. He walked in his first at bat. See what he does here for an encore. Thankfully, very quickly, that shade has moved on. Because it was right where Montas was throwing now. Now it's behind the mound. And that's going to work out for Lindor. Going to hit one to the left fielder, who gets in front of it. But again, same as in the first inning, Lindor will keep the inning alive by getting on base. And now Pete Alonso steps in, the 2019 Rookie of the Year, sent one a long ways to the deepest part of the ballpark. See if he can keep this inning alive for the Mets. Down 1-0 here, 2-0 count. Oh, read the cutter, but was just too late on it. 2-1 count here in this spot. Oh my goodness! Like I got back-to-back pitches, right where you would want them. And then we swing at something like that. So Frankie Montas got my number right now. Mets manager not pleased with how things are going so far. Montas and the Reds have given up 3 hits, but no runs.
Leading off for the Reds, the shortstop, Noel Marte.
That one fouled off. You got an 0-1 count here. Manaea going back to work in the bottom of the third. Only hit of the game for the Reds was that home run that has them up right now. As Marte fouls off another one. Here's a pitch from Manaea.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fastball on the inside. A slur's been working for him. Go back to it here. Just misses. Manaea was hoping for strike 3 call there. Let's go back with it again. Oh, went to the well one too many times. Now Marte and his speedy legs are on base here with the leadoff single. Okay, you know what? I'm not mad at the pitch selection right there. I'm just mad at the location. I'm supposed to be low in the zone. Instead, it's right across the plate. And of course, Marte knows what to do with it. How is that not a swing? Unbelievable how they've been calling this game as far as check swings are concerned. Definitely some home cooking going on right now for the Reds. Marte's running on this pitch. This one's going to be popped to left field. Nimmo's going to make the catch. The runner will retreat to first, and there is 1 out here in the bottom of the third.
The left fielder, number 29,
TJ Friedl steps up as Mr. Met's cousin. What is the Reds mascot name? Because I didn't even know he was a full-on baseball face like Mr. Met. I knew we had to keep an eye on Marte. He's probably got this one. Oh, what a throw from Alvarez. And the Francisco to Francisco connection retires Marte as he tries to steal a bag right there. He went with a fastball. It was upstairs. Easy throw for Alvarez. Lindor picks it, makes the tag. And that will be an out right there. Let's take one more look at that. I love seeing a good throw from the catcher. I didn't even know you could focus on the umpire. It's kind of hard. That's gonna be a sick, sick screenshot. I can see it already. Just trying to think, should I catch him throwing it? That's a sick shot right there too. Get a little more focus on him. Yeah, I know how I do with these screenshots, man. This is my vibe right here. Yeah, it's a sick shot. So good job by Alvarez, retiring the second out there. Probably a little unexpected from Cincinnati. Thought they had something going with the speed on first with Marte. Instead, Friedel gets away with another check swing here. A lot of check swing calls going in the favor of the Reds. I'm still salty about the one that went against us earlier in the game. As Manaya throws a strike right there. 2-2 count now. Manaya looking to get out of this inning. This one shot to Beatty. Beatty makes the catch, and the Mets are on their way to the fourth. So it's been a pretty solid game as far as pitching is concerned. Let's see if the Mets bats can wake up here in the fourth.
Leading off for the Mets, the catcher, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
All right, so in steps the star of the last bottom half of the inning, Francisco Alvarez, making a beautiful throw. He's ahead in the count 1-0. Ooh. That one's going to be a strike anyway. Montas. As we said, energy was low when he came in the game already, but he's done a solid job since coming in the second. The energy getting a little bit lower here. See if we can knock him out of this game in this fourth.
That's ball 3.
Throws another ball. 3-1 count here to Alvarez. Alvarez doesn't like the location of that slider. He's going to let it go by. Count full at 3-2. Good job by Alvarez fouling that one off. 3-2 remains. Payoff pitch on the way from Montas. Another foul ball from Alvarez. Has been a really good at bat for him. Wow! Are you kidding me? Come on, bro. The umpires definitely got some money on Cincinnati, bro. Wow. I am absolute. And then they follow up with another one. I'm going to have to work the outside part of the plate when Manaya gets back on the bump. 0-1 count. Can't believe we've gotten two calls like that back to back. Ball does not lie, as the great Rasheed Wallace says. Base hit for Jeff McNeil. So we get two terrible strike calls against us. But McNeil able to put that one in the shallow left center and give the Mets another base runner. Second hit of the game for Jeff McNeil.
That's a ball.
Harrison Bader stares at a fastball. Upstairs, he steps into the box. 1-for-1 on the day. Slider on the outside. 1-1 count. Ooh. Didn't want to chase that one, but we do just that. Thankfully, it's fouled off. 1-2 count here against Bader.
Nope, outside.
Count now even. Make it full as That pitch misses high and away. It's a slider, 86 miles per hour. Full count here. McNeil going to be on the go. Oh, so y'all know what's up. For some reason I chased that high heat right there. That could have been a two men on, one man out situation. Instead, McNeil caught in no man's land, and the Mets are retired in the top half of the fourth. I know you guys are used to hearing John Shambi and Chris Singleton, but this is your boy Beisbol on BYC Gaming. Bring your controller. We've got the Mets taking on the Reds. Will Benson going to lead off here. If you like what you see and you hear, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, follow us. Check out the BYC Gaming link tree, so on and so forth. You can find all our links in the bio, wherever you're watching this gameplay at. It's now Manaea with an 0-2 count here on Benson. Throws the slider. It gets roped down the line. Thankfully, it will fall foul. Manaea got the count 0-2.
Ball one.
Tries to get him to chase. A changeup. That one was low.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good patience here from Benson. 2-2 count now. Ooh. Nice sinker. It's in the dirt, but it is recovered by Alvarez. That'll be the 5th K of the game for Manaea. And the Mets have one down here. Beautiful pitch right there. Sinker. Kept dropping. Good velocity on it. And that's an out. Here comes the man that is responsible for the only run here in this ball game. Matt McLean. Manaea trying to avoid the same result. Got McLean down 0-2. And he's staring at a slurve that'll send him back to the bench. Back-to-back Ks for Sean Manaea. Excuse me. Wait, yes, it was back-to-back Ks. Almost forgot that we sat Benson down that fast. Manaea comes back with another strike. This time to Candelario. .50 pitches thus far for Manaea. This may be his best work right here. He's got Candelario on an 0-2 count. Misses upstairs. Candelario barely fouls off that changeup there. Let's try to change his level and also the speed. Lays off that fastball too high. Count even at 2. The slider there from Manaea. Candelario fouls it off. And he too falls victim to the slurve. And despite losing, the Mets have looked good. Mainly Sean Manaea on that side of the field. Still a 1-run game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Reds, number 50, Sam Moll.
Sam Moll, left-hander, going to come into the game for Montas. Montas got to be very satisfied with the way he played today. Brett Baty can't be satisfied with that at bat. 1 pitch, 1 gone in the 5th.
Tyrone Taylor.
All right, here comes Tyrone Taylor. 0 for 1 on the ball game. Sinker gets by him, 95 miles per hour. As we take a look at the pitch repertoire for Sam Moll. Or Moll, however you say his name. 1-1 count. Taylor gives chase. Not quite sure if that was the thing to do on that pitch. That'll be the second out.
Up next for the Mets, the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Wicked slurve right there. Nimmo down 0-1, 0 for 2 on the day.
0-1.
Another slurve. This one misses low. That was a good sinker to hit. I just couldn't recognize it out of the hand. 1-2 count here for Nimmo. Ooh. Tough pitch to lay off. Pitcher not happy about that one. You can almost see him mouthing the word strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
All right, Nimmo has worked this count back full. Starling Marte is on deck. Nimmo has to give chase to that one. It's hit to left field, and it will be the third out here. So the Mets having similar trouble that they had in game 1. Can't seem to find a plate. 1-0.
Leading off for the Reds, the first baseman, Spencer Steer.
So Spencer Steer steps up. He takes strike 1. Even though we are having a really good start from Sean Manaea, we're going to go ahead and get that arm warmed up because he is starting to get a little bit tired. Wouldn't be able to tell by the way he's pitching right now. 0-2 count here. Steer with a chance to keep this inning, keep this at bat alive on this 0-2 pitch. Manaea serves up a slurve. That one's going to be foul. 0-2 count.
Nope. Ball 1.
Misses upstairs with that one. Another good breaking pitch there by Manaea, but Steer able to keep it alive.
Ball 2.
Fastball upstairs that time for Manaea. This time he's going to give up a hit. It's going to be into the gap, but Bader able to chase it down. And now there's a man on here for Tyler Stevenson. Let's see. Let's do a mound visit. Let's give Lucchesi a chance to get loose in the bullpen. This may be one of the last batters that Manaea faces. See if we can get a double play here. Right now that sinker is not working for us. 0-2 count. That time we get a very questionable strike 1 there. Runner's going to go on that one, but Stevenson's going to foul it off. Manaea with the 2-2 pitch. This one weakly hit the short. Lindor flips it. It's going to take a hard throw. What a throw from McNeil. He had to gun that one to first base. Let's take another look at that. That was a weakly hit ball. Lindor right there to field it, though. Flips it to McNeil. The slide comes in. That's very close at first base. But it doesn't look like the Reds will challenge. Jonathan India now steps in to face Manaea. Very crucial pitch right there by this Mets starter, getting that double play. And now following it up with a pop to center. Harry Bader makes the catch, something he's been doing all season long. Marte, Lindor, and Alonso try to do damage against the Reds in the 6th.
Leading off for the Mets, the right fielder, number 6, Starling Marte.
All right, we got all righties due up this inning against Mole or Maul. Either way, Sam throws a first pitch strike to Starlin Marte. That 94-mile-per-hour fastball hits the bottom of the zone.
Ball, that's out.
Goes with the sinker that time. It's outside and away, 1-1 count. I mean, we just can't seem to do anything right here. Is that ball going to get in the stands? Wow. Very, very fortunate that the first baseman ran out of room right there. Marte and a 1-2 count.
Ball, that's out.
2-2 now. Marte puts a good swing on the sinker, but it's fouled off. 2-2 count remains. Ooh. That slurve was close. Marte fouls it off. Let's step out the box for a second, because this guy is pitching at a good pace right now. Haven't had much of a second to think. All right, that time the ball is on the outside. 3-2 count now, on the way to Marte. Oof. Marte fouls that one off, having himself a good at-bat here. Ninth pitch will be on the way here. Oh, thought that fastball was going to go on the inside. Instead, it stays in the strike zone. And Marte is sat down on strikes. This Reds team really has been pitching well in this series. Mets yet to get a run across in this series. Sinker there, in there for a strike. We basically played 16 innings now, 16 in the third against the Reds. We have yet to plate a run.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That ball on the inside, but the man at the plate, Francisco Lindor, can change all those statistics with one swing of the bat.
Outside, that's a ball.
Right now he's ahead 2-1 in the count. 23rd pitch on the way for the Reds reliever. And this one's going to be shot up the middle. Lindor has another hit on the day. We needed that one. Clutch hitting there from Frankie Lindor. And now that'll put a man on with Pete Alonso coming up. So they're going to take the lefty out of the ball game. They're going to bring in Lucas Sims. As Lindor is going to take a lead off the bag. Back in safely. Now the reliever has one more throw available over the first. Pete feints at that slider away. Pete had a very loud out in the first inning. Right now, we definitely need to hit that's loud, but not necessarily an out. Lindor takes the lead off first. It was a slider. I gotta check these pitches before I swing at them. Wasn't expecting that. Pete puts a good swing on it, but it's a double play. Oh, man, these Mets have not been able to get the bats going in this game. Candelario makes a good play at third, swings it over to second. And right now, the Reds are in full control.
Leading off for the Reds, the shortstop, Marte.
Okay, so Lucchesi coming into the game. He is our long relief pitcher. Right there, he throws a fastball for a strike. Mania had himself a solid game. I can't deny that. That one mistake leading to the home run early on as Marte, the speed demon, nearly beats out that throw. Instead, it will be the first out here. Stuart Fairchild now steps into the box. Nice pitch there. Oh, 1 count here. Chessie throws a cutter, is fouled off by Fairchild, and is now an 0-2 count to the Reds outfielder. The pitch, fouled off. That 12-6 curve did not go where it was supposed to. I want to try that again. That time it goes where it's supposed to. Alvarez makes yet another block and another strikeout for the Mets. First of the game here for Lucchesi as he throws a nasty curve there. Nothing Fairchild could do with that one. Alvarez doing a good job blocking it there. Here comes TJ Friedel.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
Struck out and lined out in this game. Nice pitch there. 1-1 count. Now a 1-2 count to Friedel. Here's the pitch. Tough one to hit. Lindor's going to have to make a good throw here. I tried to throw it as hard as I could. That throw was not hard enough. And now Friedel on base with 2 outs here. If Beatty gets a glove on that, he may have a better chance at making a play than Lindor did. All right, in steps Will Benson. Another left-handed bat for the Reds. Fouls it off. 0-1 count here. Oh, my goodness. Will Benson, though? And he took it for a long ride over the Mets bullpen and out. That is rough, bro. 3rd home run of the year for Will Benson. I tried to locate that fastball. I located it all right. Right where he could drive it out of here. Right down the plate, man. Location has been a problem for these Mets relievers. This is now a 3-0 game here. This is very reminiscent of game 1. Chessie now has this count at 0-2. Gets a shot to Alonso, but very disappointing end to that inning right there. Giving up the infield single to Friedel with 2 outs, and then giving out a 2-out bomb to Benson. Mets now trail 3-0. Emilio Pagan's going to be the new pitcher for the Reds. He's pitched in 4 games, including last night's ball game between the Reds and the Mets. Right now, we're treating scoring like it's going out of style.
0-1.
And we're hipsters. You know what I'm saying? It's almost a case right here. These Mets having a real problem. Look at this. Oh, so a great play made by the shortstop, but unfortunately throws a man off the bag right there. Let's look at that one more time. Very fortunate right there. Okay, now let me step out the bag, out the plate. Okay. Now we can pitch run for Alvarez. We can bring in Navarez. I'll give us another left-hander out there. But then if we pinch run with Mauricio, who will we bring out? Or if we pinch run, nah, it's not going to work because I don't think DJ Stewart. Yeah, Stewart doesn't really have any speed. All right, Mets need to really get things going here as we're getting later in this ball game. That splitter confuses McNeil and he fouls it off. 2-2 count here. Excuse me, 1-0-1 count here. 2 for 2 on the day is McNeil. Count now even at 1 as that one misses low.
That's ball 2.
That one misses. Nice splitter. McNeil lays off of it. We got a 2-2 count here. Good eye by McNeil. Pagan really loving that splitter. Oh, good pitch to drive right there. A little too late on that one. McNeil with the full count. And McNeil going to hit this one to the gap. Alvarez, who was in motion on that play, is going to make his way to third. And the Mets are now threatening here. Third hit of the game for Jeff McNeil, and it was a big one. Another splitter, as we said, Pagan really in love with that pitch. Goes back to it again. McNeil was ready for it in the 3-2 count. Puts it in play and puts the Mets in a good spot here. Now listen, what I'm thinking is Bader is probably the speediest player we have in this part of the lineup besides Taylor. But right now, we need to get back in this game. We need offense. I'm bringing in DJ Stewart.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Mets, number 29.
Stewart, of course, the hero in multiple games early this season, has not gotten the start in the last 2 days with the left-handers being on the mound. Right here, he starts this at-bat off with a 1-0 count. Stewart facing the righty Pagan. Pagan has a fastball, cutter, splitter, and a 12-6 curve for Stewart to look forward to. Right now, Stewart with a 2-0 count. DJ hitting 500 with runners in scoring position. He's got one on third and one on first. This umpire is really giving us the outside part of the plate here. Should have been ball 3. Instead, it's a 2-1 count. Stewart late on that 97-mile-per-hour fastball. Puts it into the bleachers. And this is now a 2-2 count. That one misses low. Brett Beatty on deck here. Here comes the payoff pitch to Stewart. We got a runner going. Stewart going to foul that one off. Who knows if that would have been a ball the way this umpire is calling the game. 3-2 count, payoff pitch. Nice strikeout pitch. Oh, I thought McNeil was going to beat that one out. Instead, it's a strike him out, throw him out. I'm going to be honest, I probably didn't have to swing at that. It was inside, but it looked like it was close to the plate, so I gave it a try. Stewart comes in, has a good at-bat, but unable to finish the job right there. So now 2 outs after the strike him out, throw him out. Now Brad Beatty steps in. He fouls off the first pitch he sees. This is a very crucial spot for the Mets, trying to at least play a run here, if nothing else. 2 outs in the 7th. Oh, fastball thrown right by Beatty. 0-2 count. Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. Beatty not able to time that one, a little early on it. 0-2 count.
That's a ball.
That one upstairs and away. We could really use a big hit here from Brett Beatty.
Ball inside.
Another one on the inside there. 2-2 count. Look at Brett Beatty. You want to talk about clutch. That is a big hit right there by the young Mets third baseman. Not only keeping this inning alive, but finally, it took a long time. How long? 15 2/3 innings for the Mets to finally score a run in this series against Cincinnati. And it's now a 2-run ball game as Tyrone Taylor now going to step into the box. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Beatty on first. Not much of a speed threat, but with a ball hitting the gap, anything is possible. Right now it's 0-2 to Taylor, who swings and misses at a splitter there. Taylor gonna foul this one off down the first baseline. Fans get out of their seats, trying to make a catch there. 0-2 count. Pagan looking to retire Taylor. Fastball gonna miss low. Mets still alive here in this game. It's only a 2-run game. We're in the 7th. This is BYC Gaming. And that's a strikeout. That is a strikeout brought to you by BYC Gaming. I'm not quite sure what Taylor is swinging at. We're going to have to reconsider having him in the starting lineup, even if it is a day with lefties. Speaking of lefties, Brett Beatty, one of the lefties on the Mets, does a good job driving in the run. 3-1 game.
Your attention, please. A defensive change for the Mets. Now playing center field. Number 29. DJ.
Okay, so we do a little bit of musical chairs in the outfield. We move Nemo to center, DJ Stewart to right, and Starlin Marte out to left. Lindor makes a nice play, easy throw over the first, and the Mets retire the first out. Candelario here in the 7th. Been a solid game so far. We've had some moments offensively. We've had runners on. We just haven't been able to get many runners across the plate. Beatty doing a good job stopping that trend. As now we got a grounder to Lindor. He's gonna have to make a good throw right here. He does just that. Lindor, I mean, he is making some nice plays this season. Business as usual for the Mets All-Star shortstop. Should I bring in Ottavino right now? No, I won't. That one hit down the line. Gonna be foul. Lucchesi trying to have a 1-2-3 inning right here after giving up the home run to Benson in the last inning. He's a little bit closer to doing that after the foul ball. Tyler Stevenson now down 0-2. Mets looking to keep this game close. Lucchesi, the pitch, and he gets Tyler Stevenson swinging. That will retire the side for the Reds in the 7th. Mets due up in the 8th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Reds. Number 70, TJ and Co.
All right, TJ Antone comes into the game here. Nice slider there. Sinker, slurve, slider.
1-1.
Then we get a look at the slurve. It's on the inside. 1-1 count. This definitely doesn't look like a 24,000 plus crowd, if we being real. A lot of empty seats in the bleachers as well. It's in the stand. So Nimmo has let 2 balls go by that he probably could have crushed. We're in a 2-2 count now to Anton. Nimmo going to make good contact. It's going to be right at the shortstop, Marte. He makes it throw to steer. And that's the first out here in the inning. Ooh. Tough to lay off. It's a strike. Marte and the Mets with 5 outs remaining in this ball game. They got the big names coming up here for the rest of the way. Ooh. Sinker fouled off. Marte in a 1-2 spot. That's a tough pitch to lay off. It's a good pitch, good location. And just like Nimmo, another ground ball out for the Mets. Here's Lindor now, stepping into the box. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Looks at a sinker, low. Lindor also walked in the first inning. Just late on that one. We'll never know what would have happened if I was on time with it. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th. Mets still down.
Leading off for the Reds, the designated hitter, Jonathan India.
So, forgot that I didn't want to have Lucchesi pitch all the way through. We'll bring in Ottavino here.
Attention, please. Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 0, Adam Ottavino.
So you see Jonathan India hitting better thus far this season against righties than lefties. McNeil gonna field this weak hit. Whoa, nearly threw that one away. But instead it retires India for the first out here in the bottom of the 8th. Marte steps in now. Swing and a miss there.
0-1. Off the plate, ball 1.
All right, count now. 1-2.
Ball, that's out.
Ottavino with a good slurve there. That one will fall away from the zone. 2-2 count.
3-2.
Make it 3-2. Marte hits this one to first. Alonso gonna glove it and step on the bag for the second out here in the 8th. Stuart Fairchild now steps in. 2 for 15 on the season. 0 for 2 here in this ball game. Takes a cutter right down the plate. Ottavino here trying to make quick work of Fairchild and the Reds. 0-2 count. Fairchild fouls that one off.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cutter misses. We got a 1-2 count. And a nasty cutter as he comes back with the same pitch. That time on the inside part of the plate. Fairchild swings through it. Mets got 3 outs left to make something out of this game. All right, time for the closer to come in here. Try to shut the door here at Great American Ballpark. It is Edwin Diaz. He does have a blown save on the season, but he also has a save on the season. This right here will break the trend and push it one way or another. Diaz first assignment, Pete Alonso. Pete fouls off the first pitches that he sees. Fastball and a slider is what we'll be seeing from Diaz here. Fastball misses upstairs. He's got some gas.
Nope.
That one misses on the outside part of the plate. 2-1 count to Alonso. Ooh. That one hits the bottom part of the zone. All right, 3-2 count now. Alonso looking to make something happen here in the first at bat of the 9th. Pete puts good contact on this one. Is it going to stay in the park? Is it going to stay fair? It will. And it's a home run, just barely getting out of the ballpark. Pete Alonso has made this a 1-run game on his 5th home run of the season. 338 feet, barely getting out of the ballpark, but it's just enough for the Mets to now bring the tying run to the plate here with no outs in the 9th inning. So this is a major moonshot there. You see it's way up there. It just barely stays in. Look at that, man. Just barely staying inside the foul pole. And the Mets now with a chance to make this a game here. 3-2 ball game. Alvarez at the plate. Nobody out. Diaz on the mound. Looking to shut the door for the Reds. Fans on their feet here. They know the importance of this at-bat in particular. Good pitch there from Diaz. Alvarez full, swings through it and misses. We know what to expect with this guy. Straight gas. 1-2 count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Misses upstairs with the fastball. 2-2 count against Alvarez. That count now worked full to 3-2. Jeff McNeil on deck. He has 3 hits on the day. The payoff pitch coming. Nasty fastball upstairs. Alvarez can't catch up with it. That is the first K of the game for Diaz. I feel like that was a good swing, man. I felt like that was a good swing, and that's exactly what it was. I don't quite understand why Alvarez didn't crush that pitch. A good swing on it. I don't have the PCI and all that other crap on, so all right, man. 0-1 count.
That's a ball.
Wow, we get helped out there with a slider that goes right across the plate. It is called for a ball, though. You can see the frustration on Diaz's face. 1-1 count. Make it 2-1. Slider hits on the outside. I'm still a little upset about that Alvarez pitch, but we're going to keep fighting. 2-1 game here. 2-1 count to McNeil. Make the count even there. Is McNeil going to step out of the box? He doesn't like all that noise in the background. Great American Ballpark is rocking right now. 2-2 count to Jeff McNeil. Fouls the slider off. Diaz trying to get McNeil chasing here. Count even at 2. Another good swing. Another one. And another out. I just don't understand. Like, what's the point of having good swing time, perfect swing time, if these good swings aren't going to turn into anything? Well, here's a man who needs no introduction when it comes to making clutch hits for the Mets this season. DJ Stewart into the box. He's going to take strike one there. Stewart, 3 home runs on the year. We don't necessarily need a home run right here, but we could definitely use a big hit from the Mets outfielder, as that fastball is going to hit the inside part of the plate. And the Mets are down to their final strike here, as this Cincinnati crowd is going crazy right now. Okay, he gave me something to hit. It's driven deep. It's blasted to deep center field, and it's out of here. The Mets tie the game on the last pitch. The last strike that they had. Edwin Diaz blows another save, and the Mets and DJ Stewart find themselves in yet another ball game as DJ Stewart comes through with yet another clutch hit. That was crucial, and the Reds have got to be sick. 3-3 ball game as Stewart takes one for a ride and puts the Mets right back in this game. A perfect swing, hitting it out of the deepest part of the ballpark, and we've now got ourselves a tie game. Ian Jabot gonna come into the game. Wow, Diaz blows the save. Wow. So the frustration that I had about Alvarez not catching up with the pitch, that can fly out the window now. Brett Beatty steps in. 1 for 3 on the day. And the Mets now have a tie game. I've got to warm up some arms. Man. Very impressive job by the Mets. We're going to put Brooks Riley in this game in the 9th here. Wow. Umpire's been calling some wild stuff today, I can honestly say. 2-1 count here to Beatty. Questionable call there. 2-2 is the count now. Beatty with another good swing. Cutter is fouled off though. Here's the pitch from Jabot. Just early on that one. Should be a routine play. Woo. A little bit of a hard throw right there. Pete Alonso hits a home run in the 9th. Made it 2-3. 3-2. And then DJ Stewart follows up with a blast to deep center field, and the Mets have tied this game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now,
all right, in comes Brooks Riley. Got a loss on the year. Also got a hole in this game. Raley looking to keep this game tied. Give the Mets a chance to come up in the 10th. And extend this ball game. TJ Friedel into the game. Raley with the first pitch. It's going to be a cutter in there for strike one. Raley, one of the many left-handed arms in this Mets bullpen. I mean, this Mets rotation staff, whatever you want to say. Right now, he's got himself ahead 0-2 against Friedel, who sat down on 3 pitches. First strikeout and the first out of the bottom of the 9th. As we take one more look at that nasty pitch from Raley. Nothing that Friedel can do with it. Totally off on the timing. Beautiful slurve right there from Raley. And the Reds are down. 1 out here. Will Benson now steps in. I learned my lesson about hanging pitches in the zone against Benson. 2-run home run in the 6th. He steps in here with a chance to win the game for the Reds. He's going to pop one to center. Brandon Nimmo going to give chase, get under it, and retire the second man in this inning.
Now back, second baseman,
Matt McLean steps up now.
Ball one.
As Rayleigh continues to work, looking to get through this inning smoothly with no issues. As that one's fouled off down the third baseline.
Two balls, one strike.
Sinker misses there. Rayleigh follows up with another sinker. That one in there for a strike. 2-2 count.
3-2.
Rayleigh throws a changeup in the dirt. McLean, full count on him. Gonna be walked here. Now Candelario gonna step in with a man on first. Definitely want to keep that runner close. We'll look over at first as there you see the signs being sent from the dugout to first base. Riley throws over. Ooh, close. Man's back in there safely. Rayleigh with the sinker right there.
Ball, one strike.
Strike one.
2-1.
2-1 count here. A little bit of speed on base.
That's ball three.
Wow, very close right there.
3 balls, one strike.
3-1 count. Rayleigh able to get Candelario to foul that one off. Let's go ahead and fully warm up Edwin Diaz, as we may need him sooner than expected. 3-2 count here. Rayleigh gonna walk Candelario, excuse me. Look who's in the game. I was actually wondering where this guy is at. Ellie De La Cruz, the star of this Reds team. We have not seen him in this series. And right now, Spencer Steer up here against Rayleigh. Rayleigh has thrown a lot of pitches in this inning. None better than that one right there. Great pitch. Swing and miss from Steer. Rayleigh gets Steer to foul that one off. The pitch and the strikeout. Big K from Brooks Rayleigh right there. He's hyped up. The Mets have got to be hyped up because that was a tough spot. This has been a great game. We're heading to extras as we make it through 9 with a tie. Look, now we got a new problem to deal with. Ellie De La Cruz now in the game. Diaz is going to pitch in the 9th more than likely. Let me just warm up another arm just in case we're still tied at the end of this inning. Warm up Jorge Lopez. Okay, so we got Brett Beatty on second. Tyrone Taylor at the dish. He's going to drop down a bunt. We're just going to play this one smart. I was just trying to move the runner to third, but Tyrone Taylor bunts his way on the first base and picks up a big-time drag bunt single. Beats out that throw. Yes, clear as day. That is a clutch bunt right there. And now Brandon Nimmo has a chance to give the Mets the lead here. He hits this one into shallow outfield. I'm not going to tag on that one. Might have been safe on it, but we're not gonna force it. Let's go ahead. I love the way Beatty has played today, but we're gonna take him out. Not much of a speed difference, but we're gonna take Beatty out. Mauricio's a little bit faster. Probably got a better chance of scoring on a potential pop up here. Good piece of contact right there for Marte. Wish you could have kept that one in play. That easily would have got the run home. 0-1 count here. Jabot with another pitch. That one jams Marte, who fouls it off. You hear them sounding that horn again. 11th pitch of the game from Jabot is an important one. 0-2 count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one is on the outside and away. This one's going to be low. Yeah, I shouldn't have tried to steal right there. Taylor thrown out by a mile. And now this at-bat becomes even more important here as Marte is down. A 2-2 count, 2 outs now. That one in the dirt. Now see, why couldn't he throw that pitch on the last play? That easily would have got the runner to second. Full count here to Marte. And that's going to lead to a walk. Marte going to move down to first. Francisco Lindor going to step in. He's walked. He's got 2 hits. He's 2 for 3 on the day. Here we go with the questionable inside and outside strikes. Lindor did not like that one. Can't blame him in the least bit. Lindor down 0-1. Mets looking to take the lead here in the 10th. Another one on the inside part of the plate. That one a little more clearly a strike. 0-2 count to Lindor.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Inside, it's a cutter. Backs Lindor off the plate. Jabot. 1-2 count. Was I early on that one? Lindor looks very poised. A little early on that cutter. Count still alive. What a tough fastball to lay off right there. It's going to be on the outside part of the plate. We got an even count here. Lindor sends this one to the outfield, and it's going to drop in. There's going to be a play at third, and thankfully Marte is going to stand in and be safe. Francisco Lindor with his best performance at the plate thus far this season. 3 singles, all of them important. None more important than the one coming here in the 10th. That is a big hit right there for the Mets. Speaking of big hits, let's look back to Pete Alonso's last at-bat in the 9th. He sent a towering shot to left. And when it came down, it was just on the inside of the foul pole, giving the Mets hope in the 9th. That hope was followed up by a DJ Stewart home run. Alonso puts a good swing on the ball right here, but it's going to be hit right to short. Lindor has done the damage. Now the question is, in his first appearance of the season, can Edwin Diaz close the door, get his first save of the year? Reds due up in the bottom of the 10th.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 39, Edwin Diaz.
So good to see Edwin Diaz finally get a chance to get a save here. Very important situation. Give me 1 second.
The catcher.
Give me 1 second, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, apologies. Edwin Diaz, I mean, well worth the wait, right? Long anticipated debut, has not pitched since 2022. Got injured in the World Baseball Classic. He's now back throwing triple digits here against Tyler Stevenson. He's got a little bit of speed on second, so we got to make sure to limit our base runners. Diaz with a 1-2 count here. Throws that gas down low. Mets with a one-run lead. Diaz with his first K. Welcome back, Sugar Diaz. Not losing a step. Still cranking triple digits. Still got that wicked hook. Good pitch there. Tyler Stevenson, a very talented hitting catcher, set down on strikes right there. Now stepping into the box is Jonathan India. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Welcome to the plate. Here's a 99-mile-per-hour fastball for you. India, 0 for 6 in the series, has been very solid on the season so far. And now he looks at another one, triple digits, 101 on the gun. 0-2 count here. Diaz tries to get him chase the slider. India with a good eye right there. Diaz, as we said, looking as if he hasn't lost a step. Ooh, the one upstairs. Ooh, ump says he didn't go. 102. That's hard to lay off. Fastball on the inside. India fouls it off. And there's a slider in the dirt. 2 Ks now for Diaz. And there are 2 outs in the 10th. Diaz has not lost a step. Be clear. India swings through that slider. That's a very good location on that slider right there as it bounces in the dirt. I just got to take one more glance here at what has been a good performance so far out of the pen for Edwin Diaz. We get a look. Diaz throwing on the hill. So happy to have him back here for the Mets. Fastball upstairs. Marte stares at it for a ball. Still a 1-run game. Runner on second. None of that will matter, though, as Edwin Diaz gets the fly in foul territory. Pete Alonso reels it in. And the Mets back in the winners column. It had been a long time since we scored a run. I mean, the Reds were really shutting us down in this series. But finally, the bats come alive. And we finally get to see the debut of Edwin Diaz. And he looks spectacular. 2 Ks. Then getting a weak pop fly in foul territory. Nothing short of a good performance from this Mets team, whether it was the pitching from Sean Manaea, even though he gave up a few runs, able to keep this thing close. What clutch swinging from Pete Alonso and DJ Stewart in that ninth. Then Rayleigh gets a big out to keep this thing tied. Francisco Lindor followed up in the 10th with an RBI single, and that made it that much easier for Edwin Diaz to close the door on the Cincinnati Reds. The series is now tied up at 1 apiece. Player of the game, Edwin Diaz. You love to see it. As we'll take a quick look at the replay vault, and then we'll get one more glance at the performance in the box score. So I just got to praise Diaz one more time, man, because it was rough, you know, watching the Mets pitch without him. He's now back, looking like he's going to be better than ever. Glad to see Diaz back out there on the bump. So you see, does everything that's expected of him in that ninth, and we take home the victory. Sorry, y'all. I know I'm a professional with these here screenshots, trying to get a good shot of Diaz in his motion. Like I said, I'm just ecstatic we got our closer back. That is a big difference. We got our confidence back after a rough game against Cincinnati previously. The Mets turn their fortunes around, get the win against Cincinnati 4-3. We'll leave you here with the box score. I'm also going to leave you with all the places you can find us and follow us at BYC Gaming on YouTube, at BYC_gaming on Twitch, and also same handle on Instagram. Check us out on Twitter, aka X, at BYC Gaming Online. Facebook, bringing you classics. TikTok, at BYC.gaming. Those are all the places you can find us. If you want to see everything in one spot, check out the link tree. We got the website coming soon. That's in development. What a game. Brooks Rayleigh gets the win. Edwin Diaz gets the save. The Mets are back in the win column with the win in Ohio. Hope that you enjoyed the game here. Hope that you tune in with us very soon. We'll be back with more Mets gameplay. I go by the name of Bizbilla. Peace, love. We gone.